2:40 in the morning, fresh bread. I hope you'll give me a minute to unpack it for you. You know, I read John chapter 6. Scripture says he gave him a hard statement. And many of his disciples packed up their stuff and went home, and they ceased to walk with him anymore. And what that tells me is they were all right with him blessing them, but they weren't all right with him messing with their theology and moving things that they were comfortable with in their life. You know, far too often I hear people say, Brother Mart, I'm hungry for a move of God. I'm hungry for revival. And though those words sound good coming out of their mouth, many times they give God lip service, but their hearts are far from him. And why do you say that, Brother Mart? Because a lot of times people are not willing to pay the cost to have a move of God. And if they do have a move of God, they don't know what to do with it. See, when you have a move of God, it changes everything in your life. Ask the woman with the issue of blood. She didn't let the crowd stop her. She didn't let the words that they told her that her situation was terminal and impossible. She simply just pushed her way through the crowd just so she should get one touch from the king, because she knew if she could just touch him while he was moving in her midst, she would receive a miracle. I look at another group of men that they ran into an obstacle during a move of God's presence, and they were so determined to get to the king that they lifted their friend up on the roof and they began to tear away the roof, because they understood the principle that if we will make the effort to get to the feet of Jesus, there's a miracle in the midst of that move if they could just get to the king. And you know, when you really are hungry for a move of God, there's something about when God begins to move in the midst of it that your worship changes. If you don't believe that, ask David. He danced uncontrollably. He threw aside his dignity, his title, his pride. He didn't care what anyone thought. All he knew was, I need one more move of the king in my life to turn my situation around. I want to live in a move of God. I hope tonight that you will listen to this and it will create a hunger inside of you to get into a move of God and press through whatever it is that's in front of you, and you don't let go until he blesses you. Because there's something about when you get into the presence of the king and he begins to move in your midst. I don't care what the obstacle is, the difficulty is, or the problem that you're wrestling with. When you get into a move of God, you're just moments away from God turning that situation around. I challenge you, get hungry for a move of God and see what he does in your midst.